Hello and welcome to this Qigong practice where we're going to play with the second flow for the five elements. So it's a lot of fun and it's a fair bit different from the first five elements flow. So I'm going to invite you to play along with some ease and some gentleness towards yourself and come to it with the beginner mind. That's something I have to remind myself of often because the second five elements flow, there's a lot different nuances to it. And sometimes it takes us a little bit to get the movements. So what if we just came to it with, again, the beginner's mind and with an attitude of play? So with that said, let's begin our Qigong play. Let's start with our hands over our bellies, nasal breathing. So as you inhale through the nose, the belly expands gently into the hands. As you exhale through the nose, the belly falls gently back towards the spine. Inhale, expand the belly. Exhale, belly falls back towards the spine. Continuing at a pace that works for you. And with every practice, hopefully every day, you're honoring what works for you and your body. So with this practice, if I do any movements that don't work for you, please skip them or modify them. You can modify pretty much any movement we do in our practice. Beautiful. Let's release that. Let's get a little chi activation. We're going to turn on the hips and the waist, letting the arms knock across the body, waking up the body a bit, getting all the organs across the front. We're getting our kidneys, the low back. And now with a light fist, we're going to tap just below the collarbone on our lung points. Lung 1 and 2 points right here. And then we're going to open the hand and we are going to have a slightly cupped hand. And we're going to slap up over the shoulder. This is said to be good for decision making. We've got a lot of meridians that run along here up into and around the head. All right, let's come back down to the chest with that light fist. Knocking on our lungs is good for our immune system. And then back down to the waist and the low back. And then we'll cease knocking, just slow this right down. Come to stillness. Beautiful. And let's open up the spine a bit with some spinal cord breathing. Arms come up like it's almost like cactus arms. You're opening up the chest. You really want to feel that opening here. You want the shoulder blades and the shoulders drop down and back. We look up, inhale. Then as we exhale, we curve through the spine, forearms come towards each other. We're tucking the chin and the tailbone. Inhale up, drop those shoulders down, look up. Exhale down, we're curving through the spine. Inhale, exhale. Pull this one up, we'll release the arms down. Beautiful. Now we are going to bend the knees a little bit more. We always want soft knees. Oh, I get itchy nose. Doesn't that mean I'm going to kiss a fool? Here. Never said I was normal. All right, bend through the knees. Now we're going to bring our arms up and we're going to do picking cherries. It's a beautiful stretch for the hips and the low back. We're going to reach one arm up at a time. Really reach up. You're grabbing that high fruit. Reaching up. Feel the opening in your ribs. Feel that nice stretch in the low back. So nice. We inhale as we're reaching up. Exhale as we're coming down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Beautiful. Side to side. One more to each side. Nice. Release that down. Straighten the legs a bit, but always have some softness here. Now we're going to do opening up more for the side ribs and for the upper back, neck and shoulders, especially neck and shoulders where we can hold so much tightness and tension in here. Let's bring our arms up, palms face up. Then we're going to drop the arms, just like that. Let's pick the arms up again. And now we're going to turn out to the right. So we're bending the knees. We turn out to the right, left arm in front, right in behind, palms face away from each other, and we straighten the legs. And then we come back to center and straighten. And then we come out to the left, right arm in front, left in behind. So we nose inhale, center. We're going to mouth exhale as we turn. Blowing out, mouth exhaling is purging, releasing, so we can release that tightness and tension. I love to do this during the day if I've been sitting or even standing at my computer for a while. Tend to tighten up the shoulders, neck and shoulders. One more to each side. Come back to center. Let the arms drop. Fantastic. Now we're going to spread the feathers. Arms out to the sides. Palms face down towards the floor. Bring your ear over towards the shoulder. And after a few breaths, we're going to start to roll the head back and then forward. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you come forward. We've got tightness and tension here. Then do mouth exhales. Beautiful. Next time your chin comes forward, we're going to roll it down to the chest, center of the chest. Bring the head, bring the ear over to the opposite shoulder. We'll hold this for a few breaths. And let's bring the head back and forward. And we're going to release the chin down to the chest, release the arms, give them a little shake. Fantastic. Let's come into a wider leg stance. We're going to bend through the knees and let's start to shift the weight from side to side. And if you've got trouble with your knees or just don't like, if the stability of a wider leg stance, you can be more narrow. But if this is okay for you, come with me. We're going to move our weight. We're opening up the muscles stretching the muscles on the inside of the legs. And then we're going to go into move the body like a river. So release and soften that neck, let the head go, moving side to side. I like to imagine that I'm seaweed as I'm moving the body like a river. Getting some warmth into the legs, some strength. If it's okay for you to come lower, you can start to come lower, keeping the head in line with the spine. You're looking down at the ground or the floor. Moving side to side. And then we're gonna slow this down, come to stillness at the center, and we're gonna come over into a forward bend. So straightening the knees a bit, coming forward, hands down to the floor. And we're gonna hold this and breathe for a few breaths. Beautiful. Then bend through the knees. We're gonna slowly, slowly roll up. One hand over the back of the other. We're gonna come up into a gentle back bend. Inhale up. Now we're going to go into full body flow. We're going to do a few rounds. So we're going to go into forward bends and then back up. So exhale down, bend the knees. Inhale as we come up into a gentle back bend. Squeeze the legs, squeeze the buttocks as we do our gentle back bends. Coming up. Exhale down. This stretches all the major muscle groups in the body. Last one right here. Up. Oh, beautiful. Now we're going to bring our legs back in. Fantastic. And let's open up a little more with the shoulders. Let's do some arm spirals, teacups. So imagine you've got a teacup in each hand. We don't want to spill our tea. Our hips come back. Our arms spiral, the hands spiral in towards the torso. They come around to the back, then out to the sides again, and then just above the heads. It's like you're trying to point your finger at your head and then spiraling back around to the side. So hips come back, fingers point in, and then the fingers point back, out to the sides. We come up, push the hips forward, fingers are pointing towards the forehead, and we come around. Really beautiful spiraling movement. Nature moves in spirals. This is so lovely for opening up through the shoulders. I've had rotator cuff issues a few times, and in honoring when it's, hurting, I really back off of this, but I attribute this movement to doing a lot of neck and shoulder healing for myself and for a lot of other people I know. Beautiful. One more. Coming out to the sides, and let's release down. And let's give the arms a shake. And in fact, we're going to go into shaking right here. So let's inhale through the nose and mouth exhale with like a big sigh, the heart sound. One more. Slow it down, slow it down. Come to stillness and simply notice how you feel. Beautiful. Now we're going to open the flow, floating the hands up to about chest height. Nice soft wrist and hands. And then we float them back down. So we inhale up, exhale down. And for our flows, we want to maintain nasal breathing, if at all possible. Inhale up, exhaling down. Next time up, we're going to pause. Pause here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to open our arms out to the sides, all the way out. And now we're going to turn the arms over so the palms are face up. We're going to connect the thumb and the index finger. And then we bring the arms back in to center. Pause here. Open the fingers, turn the palms back over, and we open out. This is our flow for the metal element and the lungs. It's called soaring crane. So connect the thumb and the index finger. Come back in. Turn the hands over. So we inhale as we're opening out. Turn the hands over, connect thumb and index finger, and we exhale as we're coming in. Sink the chest a bit here. Open the chest as we inhale out. Turning over, exhale. Inhale. So we're roughly at the top of the lungs. We're doing the lungs, and the lungs are a good size organ. Now we can start to lower the arms just a little bit to about middle of the lungs here. Nice and slow. Lowering the arms a little bit, now coming to the lower lobes of the lungs. Turning over. We're connecting the thumb and the index finger because the thumb is the end of the energy meridian for the lungs. Runs from the lungs down the inside of the arms all the way to the thumb. And each main organ, yin organ, like the lungs in our flows, has a secondary organ or a yang organ. The yang organ for the lungs and the metal element is the large intestine. And the index finger is the end of the energy meridian for the index finger. Let's do this one more time. Beautiful. Let's bring our hands down. Let's hold them here and connect the thumb and the index finger. We'll do the posture for this one. We won't do all the postures today for time's sake. So following the metal element is the water element, and the flow for, the water element, that's associated with the kidneys at the low back. And water kidneys, no surprise. Secondary organ with kidneys is the urinary bladder. So we're going to do a flow called Zen circles. So I'm going to turn around to show you the hand position of this. So bringing your left arm behind your back, over, and it's over your right kidney. You bring your right arm up and we make a circle. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to bend over, hinging at the hips and the waist, and we make a circle. We'll make a nice big circle with this right arm. So Zen circles. So I'm going to turn around. You're gonna see me switch my arms because once I turn around, I'm doing your mirror image. So you've got your left arm behind your back, you're circling with your right arm. So it's as if we're bending over and, well, we are bending over, but when we bend over, we're picking up beautiful, refreshing water energy. And we pick that up, and when our arm is upright like this, the water flows down the arm, down the back, and into the kidneys. That's the energy that's happening here. And we get to, with this beautiful flowing movement, increase feelings of calmness and tranquility. We're inhaling as we come up, exhaling as we come down. So this will be our last time coming all the way down. We start to make this a bit smaller. So no more hinging at the waist. We don't bend over anymore. We're simply doing the circles. But as we do the circles, we are turning from our center, from our waist and our hips. As we come over to the right, our hips turn over to the right. As we come to the left, we turn our hips to the left. Nice big circles with this arm. And then we start to make the circles a little bit smaller. And smaller. And as we make them smaller, we cease moving from the hips and the waist. Now our lower body remains still. And then we start to make even smaller circles with the hand. Now we're just moving from the elbow. Smaller and smaller and smaller still. Now we're just going to move from the wrist. Smaller and smaller. Till we're making like these tiny little circles with our hand. And then we pause. And then we release. Beautiful. Give the arms a shake. So we did the one side. Now we're going to do the other side. So bringing your right arm behind your back. The back of the hand is now over the left kidney. We bring the left arm up and we do Zen circles on this side. So now we're going to go back to hinging on the hips and the waist, but bending right over. Picking up that beautiful water energy, letting it flow down the arm, down the back, and into the kidney. Inhaling as we come up, exhaling as we come down. And we're turning the hips from side to side. This will be our last time bending over. Stay upright now. And still turning on the hips and the waist from side to side. Nice big Zen circles. And we're going to start to make them smaller. So we're going to keep our lower body still now. We're not turning from the hips and the waist anymore. And now we're going to get a bit smaller and smaller. Just turning from the elbow now. And now we're just turning from the wrist. Getting the circles smaller and smaller. Tiny little circles here, and then we will come to stillness. Beautiful. And let's release that down, release the arms. You may feel the need to give them a little shake. Beautiful. Next element, wood element. And secondary flow for the wood element is repulse the monkey. And so the liver is the wood element associated with the liver and the gallbladder secondary organ on the right side of your ribs. So for repulse the monkey is about quieting the mind chatter. So let's bring our left arm forward, palm face up. We're going to circle around with the right. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing. So with this right hand, it's going to hover along just above the ear. And then it's going to come forward, hover above the left arm. And then it's going to come, I'm going to turn to the front. Now it's going to come forward, hovering over that hand. So now our right arm is forward, palm face up. We circle around with the left. So we circle around, and again, now the left palm hovering just above the ear and forward. And as we bring our left arm forward, we're bringing the left hip forward. And then we're bringing the right hand back, right hip back. We circle, we hover, and it comes forward. Inhale. And now we exhale. Now we're coming alongside the ear with the top hand as the gallbladder meridian runs in and around the head. So we're running this hand beside the gallbladder meridian. We're also running it beside the head, as that's helping us quiet our mind chatter. So when we bring this lower hand back, it's face up, it's always beside the ribs. The energy meridians for both the liver and the gallbladder run either side of up the ribs on both sides of the body. So we inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Let's do one more to each side. Beautiful. And let's release the arms down. Again, if you need to give them a little shake, give them a little shake. You're doing excellent. And you're like, you can't see me. You don't know how I'm doing. If you're trying this and doing something similar to what I'm doing, then you are doing excellent. It took me a long time to learn these moves, and they're a fair bit different than our main flow. So if you're attempting it, then you're winning the day. That's my opinion. All right, so next element following the wood element is the fire element. Two yin organs, the heart and the pericardium. Pericardium is the sac that surrounds the heart for protection. And the yang organ paired with the heart is the small intestine. So for this, we're going to do a flow called Fair Lady Works the Shuttle. It's not about the space shuttle. This is an ancient practice. So the shuttle was kind of like similar to like a weaving loom. And so it's about moving that shuttle back and forth when the ladies were weaving their cloth. So here we go. We're going to start over on our right side. Bring your right hand up. Palm, and we're turning our torso a little bit to the right. Palm is facing away at your forehead. So imagine it's like you're using this hand to shield your eyes from the sun. Then we bring the left hand in, palm faces away. And as we turn over towards the right, we press that left palm through. Then we turn our torso back to the center. The left palm now is like this, palm face towards you, fingers facing out. We bring our right arm down. I'm going to turn just to show you this part. The fingers are facing in towards the crook in the elbow because that's the energy pathway. The meridian runs through here for the pericardium, the sac around the heart. So now we've got our hands in this position. I'm going to turn to this side as well. So this right arm, it's kind of, it's in like a karate chop. So it's not straight and it's not 90. So let's say about 45. That's a good halfway, isn't it? All right, so here we are. So now we're going to take the left hand up, palm face away, back of the hand at the forehead. Imagine you got a bright sunshine over here. Right hand in front of the center, it presses through. Then we turn back to center. We get our karate chop arm with our left arm, again about 45. Right hand, palm face towards you. Fingers are pointing in towards the crook in the left elbow. So we just keep doing this from side to side. Right arm up in front of the forehead. Left palm presses through. We bring that left arm back into center. And as we do that, we bring the right arm down 45 degrees, left fingers point in towards the crook in the elbow. So hands come up, right hand presses through. We turn back to center, right fingers pointing into left elbow. Right hand up, left pressing through. We come back to center, we turn over to the left. Inhaling to center, exhale, we turn. And if you don't want to match the breath to it and just want to focus on the movement, that's fine. Just don't hold your breath. Keep breathing in and out through the nose. So again, we inhale center if you're doing the breath. Exhale, turn, press that left palm out. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn. We're turning on the hips and the waist. Let's do one more to each side. Last one more to the right. After we do center, off to the right. Press the left palm through. Let's come back to center and release. You are doing outstanding. So that's 4 elements. Our 5th element, earth element, connected with the spleen and the stomach on the left side of your ribs. And the flow for this one is called single arm pebble in the pond. So if you've become really familiar with our main flow, the main flow for the spleen has been regular pebble in the pond. This is simply different, slightly different as we do one arm at a time. So here's how we do this one. It's right palm at your belly, face up. Left palm covers over it. We turn out to the right and we simply circle that right or left arm around. And as we bring it back in, face up underneath the right arm. So now the right hand, we turn out to the left and we circle. Bring that palm face up underneath the other one. So here we go. We're going to exhale out. We're hinging at the hips. As we do this, we're bending the knees a bit on this one as well. Turn out to the left. Circle that right arm around. This helps us feel balanced, grounded. It's also good for digestion. So we're playing with the spleen and the stomach and the pancreas even. Exhale out. Inhale back in. Exhale. Inhale. Palm face down. Exhaling out. Inhale as the arm comes back in. Exhale. Inhale. We're going to do one more to each side. So here's the first one. And the last one. Beautiful. Release the arms down. And we're going to bring the right palm back here, facing up. And we're going to bring the legs closer together. Bring your legs together. And we're going to do centering to close out our practice. So circle around with the left hand, arm, pause at center, and thumbs facing towards you, we come down. Palm now face up. We're going to circle with the right. So we circle around. Palms down through the center. Above the left hand. Now the right hand faces up. Circle. We inhale. And then exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. We're bringing our energy back to center. One more to each side. Bring the hands over the belly. Awesome. Just notice how you feel. And you did fantastic. Even though I can't see you, I know you did. So with the yin and the yang symbol, I am expressing my sincere gratitude and appreciation for you joining me for this practice today. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. And if you find it hard to get going in the mornings, I have a 10-minute morning energizer video for you. The link to it is in the description. It's free. Grab it. It's a great way to get energized and present in the morning so you can start your day with more energy, but also more calmness, less franticness, and it is only 10 minutes. So go ahead and grab it. Link is in the description.